The son who abandoned his parents returned to an empty home. They say, you never know the value of a home until the door no longer opens for you. A son left his parents chasing freedom. Years later, he returned and found only silence waiting for him. If you've ever ignored the people who loved you most, this story will hit your heart. Welcome to Innerman Psychology, a place where real stories heal real wounds. If your heart needs understanding, consider subscribing. You're not here by accident. There was a young man, his name is Daniel. Daniel grew up in a small, noisy home. His mother prayed too much, his father asked too many questions, and the rules felt like chains. He told himself, I deserve my own life, I need space. So he left. At first, freedom tasted sweet. Late nights, new friends, no one asking where he was going. He called his parents less and less. Their voices started to sound like interruptions. His mother would say, just call to tell us you're safe. And he would answer, I'm busy, I'll talk later. Later became months. Months became years. But life has a strange way of collecting the love we ignore. One evening, Daniel lost his job. Friends disappeared. The city that once hugged him began to feel cold. For the first time in years, he thought about home. He imagined his mother's soup, his father sitting by the door pretending not to wait for him. So he decided to return. Not as the proud son who left, but as a tired man looking for refuge. He arrived at the old neighborhood. The house looked smaller than he remembered. He knocked. No answer. A neighbor opened the gate slowly and said, Daniel, didn't you know? Your parents passed away last year. The words didn't enter his ears. They entered his bones. Inside the house, everything was clean, as if someone was still expecting a visitor. On the table, he found a letter. His mother had written, My son, if you ever come back and we are not here, remember this. We never stopped loving you. We only waited. Daniel sat on the floor and cried like a child again. Not because he had lost a house, but because he had lost time. Some doors close slowly, and we don't hear the sound. Let me speak to your heart for a moment. Many of us don't abandon our parents physically. We abandon them emotionally. We postpone love. We postpone forgiveness. We say, one day. Psychology calls this emotional delay, the belief that relationships can wait. But the nervous system remembers neglect. Regret lives in the body longer than mistakes. If you feel guilty listening to this, you are not a bad person. You are a wounded one. Healing begins with 3 small steps. Awareness. Admit who you've been distant from. Courage. Make one uncomfortable call or visit. Repair. Speak the words you've been swallowing. Love is not shown in big ceremonies. It survives in small, repeated presence. Daniel couldn't change the past, but he changed what the past would mean. He began visiting the empty house every month. He repaired the garden his father loved. He started helping elderly neighbors, treating them the way he wished he had treated his parents. One day, a little boy asked him, Are you waiting for someone? Daniel smiled and said, No, I'm learning how to love on time. That was his redemption. If this story touched something inside you, don't close the video without doing one thing. Send a message, make a call, knock on a door. Love that is delayed becomes pain. Thank you for spending these minutes with me on Innerman Psychology. If your heart felt seen, subscribe and walk this healing journey with us. Remember, the richest home is not made of walls, but of the people we choose before it's too late.